Hello and welcome live from Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. You're watching Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwa, and today our focus will be on the North Central.
On fire is an ancient tradition which originated to please salute. And while we await its distinguished
The atmosphere is one of profound reverence at this year's Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day. In a solemn display of national gratitude, the Vice President, the President of the Senate, the Minister of Defense, and other high-ranking dignitaries gathered to pay their respects and recognize the selfless devotion of our fallen heroes. First to lay the wreath was the Vice President, followed by the Senate President, the Speaker, House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, represented by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, and Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kudirat Kekere-Ekun. The Vice President also released the white pigeons in commemoration of the annual event. This year's occasion has been intentionally redesigned as a celebration of their lives as the nations yet again stand still to honor the courage, sacrifice, and the ultimate price of patriotism paid by the men and women who laid down their lives in service.
That our beloved country will indeed continue to experience long-lasting peace and prosperity.
The 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day was commemorated in Jos on Monday with solemn ceremonies honoring Nigeria's fallen heroes. The event held at the Joseph Gomwalk Secretariat, which featured the traditional parade and the laying of wreaths to pay tribute to servicemen and women who paid the ultimate price in defense of the nation. Deputy Governor Josephine Pio, who represented Governor Caleb Mutfwang, led dignitaries in the symbolic release of pigeons, followed by a 21-gun salute in honor of the departed.
The officer is now marching smartly.
Bandits have attacked Kabe village in Borgo local government area of Niger State, hours after Governor Umar Bago paid a condolence visit to the Borgo Emirate Council over recent security challenges. The attack occurred around 10 p.m. when armed men on motorcycles stormed the community, looting food items and other valuables. During the invasion, a 75-year-old woman was killed. According to a community source, the source confirmed that no resident was abducted during the attack. The incident came shortly after the state government issued a 2-month ultimatum for residents of hamlets around Kanji Lake to vacate for resettlement as part of efforts to flush out criminal elements. Governor Bago announced the directive during his visit to the Emir of Borgo, while the Niger State Police Command says it is awaiting details on the attack. The Nigerian police force has charged officers and men of the command to put in their best in enhancing rapid response to security challenges to justify the support rendered to the force by individuals and corporate organizations. The Commissioner of Police, Kogi State Command, CP Naziru Kankarofi, stated this in Lokoja, the state capital, while opening the renovated Police Area Command Office, which was renovated by a spirited individual. He assured the public that the renovated facility will be effectively utilized to strengthen community policing in Lokoja local government area.
The premises of the newly renovated Police Area Command plays host to several dignitaries who are here to witness the handing over ceremony of the renovated Police Area Command in Lokoja to the State Police Command headquarters. Amongst the guests are traditional rulers, top government officials, serving and retired military officers, local government chairmen, senior police officers, captains of industry, and men of the rank and file of the Niger police. They welcomed the State Commissioner of Police, Nasarawa, to the venue as the program commences. The renovation was undertaken by an indigene of Lokoja to provide a more conducive working environment for police officers, encourage professionalism, dedication to duty, and respect for human rights.
The condition of this structure before now had deteriorated due to age and limited maintenance. These challenges affected operational efficiency and quality of service rendered. In response to this concern, Sir Alhaji Issa Kutepa immediately approved the renovation of this facility. The scope was carefully designed to address structural defects, improve functionality, upgrade and remodel the structure to modern operational standard.
It is a significant milestone in our efforts to improve the working conditions of our police officers and personnel services to our community. Today, we are reaffirming our commitment to the pillars of security, justice, and community partnership, believing that the formation shall provide a more secure environment for the building, a more secure environment for the good people of Lokoja and Kogi State at large.
The police believe that the symbolic event underscores a shared commitment to strengthen police infrastructure to enhance service delivery.
The renovated Lokoja Area Command has been upgraded to improve administrative efficiency and operational effectiveness. I am very confident that this facility will significantly boost the morale of officers and men serving here and translate into improved security service delivery within Lokoja metropolis and its environs.
When it was built in the colonial time, it was meant to house, to serve as office for just 3 Endoka policemen and have a small cell for those who hurt the law. But Lokoja today has overgrown to state capital with a very large population, and that place is no longer befitting our policemen. That was why he chose to redevelop the place and make it very befitting.
I hereby commission this new renovated edifice, Lokoja Area Commander's Office, to the glory of God.
As the renovated facility stands ready to serve the community, the call to action from the Kogi State Police Commissioner and other speakers is clear. A safe society flourishes only through shared responsibility between law enforcement and the public.
Governor Hyacinth Alia of Benue State has tasked residents of Ogioma community, the host community for the first National Food City Complex, the federal government's partnered investment in food security to ensure safety for foreign investors and their facilities to support economic development. He made the call during the official handing over of 34,000 hectares of land to investors through the Executive Secretary, Benue Investment Promotion Agency, who led the delegation to the construction site of a 13.5-kilometer access road into the complex.
All roads lead to Ogioma community in Akpa district of Otokpo local government area of Benue State, the host community for the federal government-backed National Food City Complex. The delegation from the Benue State government and the consortium are received by the community leaders, including traditional rulers and chiefs from Ogioma. The Executive Secretary, Benue Investment Promotion Agency, who is representing Governor Hyacinth Alia, delivers his charge to the host community on safety of all foreign workers and their interests.
because most especially the people who are coming are foreigners, right? His Excellency will not be here, but because you are here, he believes that he is here. So he's asked me to, tell you that he wants you to provide security, assurances and security to the people to make them comfortable to do the work that they are coming here to do. Do I have the assurances to provide to His Excellency that you are going to protect the people?
Speaking on behalf of the investor, the project operations manager lists out health, education and transport investment as part of initiatives to support the community.
We will do our best, not only in investment, we will get together healthcare, education. Do we have a clinic here for this community? Yes. We have. We will make it hospital. Do we have secondary school? Not yet. We will get. And what you think of the dream with time and everything goes smooth, you will see surprising. For the youth and the children and our fathers.
Expressing gratitude to Governor Alia for attracting the federal government-backed investment, the lawmaker representing Otukpo-Akpa believes that the project will be of immense benefit to the people. This is echoed by the youth leader who provides assurances of safety.
Here we are today, ground zero, to hand over this project officially to RGL, who, by the way, you have done tremendously well. Taking Benue State as your pilot project, it will succeed and the other 5 will take a cue from here.
As a youth leader, I want on behalf of the youths, promise the government, promise the company that your security is safe. The land is safe. Your security here is very, very safe.
Up next is the handover of the land title for the project site as the coordinator speaks on the volume of trade and job opportunities.
The official handing over of the land to RGL, we are doing it right away. And the benefit to this community, first of all, the immediate community, the Joma community, is that it will create jobs. And immediately, they are training 1,000 people, 1,000 able young men in security, and it will attract 20,000 jobs. And also the local farmers. The local farmers, their product, instead of taking their product out, the RGL will buy it and it will be used through mechanized process here.
The pilot program for the National Food City Complex, which is selected to be sited in 6 states of the Federation, has taken root in Benue, with this ceremony coming ahead of the construction work.
Now to legal matters. Justice Chizoba Orji of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja has struck out the alleged defamation case against Senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, filed by the federal government. Justice Orji struck out the suit following the application by the prosecution lawyer, Adironke Imana, to discontinue the suit. Counsel to Natasha West Idahosa, however, moved for the matter to be struck out following the prosecution's application for discontinuance. He also urged the court to release all documents belonging to the defendant and her sureties. The prosecution counsel did not oppose to the application made by the defense counsel for the matter to be struck out. In a short ruling, Justice Chizoba Orji struck out the suit and equally discharged the sureties. She also ordered that all the documents be returned to them. Now staying with legal matters, Justice Hamza Muazu of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Abuja, has fixed January 19th to hear an alleged defamatory suit instituted by the Nasarawa State's Governor Abdullahi Sule against the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Mka, Boko, Benue State, Professor Zachary Gundu. This follows an appeal by the counsel for Governor Sule, who asked for time to respond to the 3 applications raised by the Vice-Chancellor. The Governor is seeking 100 billion naira as damages over alleged defamatory statements made by the Vice-Chancellor on 10th of July 2025, accusing the Governor of providing a haven to Fulani headsmen who launched attacks on Benue communities. At the day's proceeding, counsel for the defendant, Sebastian Honor, opposed to the adjournment on grounds that the prosecution had ample time to respond to the applications as it was filed since November last year. He also appealed to withdraw 2 of the applications to clear the path for the matter to go on. Justice Hamza Muazu subsequently adjourned the case to January 19th for hearing of the substantive suit. You're watching Newsroom series live on Channels Television. Still ahead, we'll bring you more stories from the North Central. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has extended humanitarian support to orphans and vulnerable children in Kwara State, a gesture welcomed by the state's government as impactful and timely. The intervention, funded under the Orphan Support Project, focuses on empowerment beyond welfare.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is collaborating with the Kwara State government as part of efforts to make life easier for orphans in the state. The initiative, funded by the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center of Saudi Arabia and implemented by Abubakar Al-Sadiq Philanthropic Home under the initiative's Orphan Support Project, was designed to address immediate needs while equipping beneficiaries with practical life skills for self-reliance.
It is our sincere hope that this noble example will inspire other individuals, organizations, and stakeholders to emulate the spirit of giving by investing in humanity and uplifting the most vulnerable among us.
Being without a guide is more or less like whoever comes first, whether good or bad. If bad people come now, they follow them, because these children also lack the basic means of livelihood. So whoever comes forward with food, they go with that person. Whatever the person does, they will do. So it's just a very simple analogy. And then we have lots of them. Of course, there are more of them in the north, and which is most likely why we have more of the insecurity issues there.
Representing the Kwara State government, the Commissioner for Social Development, Mariam Imam, expressed appreciation for the intervention, describing it as a model of meaningful humanitarian partnership.
For your efforts align perfectly with the ministry mandate of child protection, youth empowerment, poverty reduction, and social inclusion. I wish to assure you that the ministry remains open and willing to collaborate with your organization in future programs such as skill acquisition, mentorship, psychosocial support, and sustainable empowerment initiatives.
The project also delivered food items and payment of school fees to orphanages and beneficiary households.
It's of a great nutritional value for our children, and it really goes a long way to feed our children.
The state government also gave assurances of its readiness to collaborate with faith-based organizations, corporations, and governments to empower the orphans and make life more meaningful for them.
Now, the Kogi State's Governor, Mr. Usman Ododo, has described the All Progressives Congress e-registration as a strategic move to fortify internal democracy and foster greater transparency within the ruling party. The Secretary to Kogi State's government, Mrs. Folashade Ayoade, who represented the governor, made this known in Lokoja, the capital of Kogi State, during the APC stakeholders' engagement on e-registration. According to her, the exercise is crucial for positioning the party to secure electoral victories in 2027 and subsequent elections, extending an open invitation to all Nigerians who align with the APC's core philosophy and ideals. This engagement for members of the All Progressives Congress in Kogi State is to educate members of the party on the importance of the e-registration and the need for all APC members to participate in the exercise. Chairman of APC Kogi State Chapter Abdullahi Bello explains that the e-registration is aimed at creating transparent data for the APC to strengthen its membership records.
For too long, political parties have relied on fragmented and outdated records. With this initiative, APC is taking the lead by embracing technology to ensure accurate, accountable, efficient, and reliable record keeping and membership management system. A reliable data register will strengthen party planning and mobilization, eliminate duplication and impersonation, enhance inclusiveness, especially for youth and first-time voters, improve internal decision-making and credibility.
Former Senator representing Kogi West constituency, Smart Adeyemi, expresses confidence that the current APC government, led by President Bola Tinubu, is committed to rectifying these long-standing national issues.
When people say APC, I tell them, APC is not the problem. People destroyed this country long time ago. To the younger generation, are you aware there was a time Nigeria was so foolish that we gave loan to World Bank? Nigeria, this country, we gave loan to World Bank and IMF because we have leaders who do not have the foresight, the vision. When I was coming, I saw the road that is under construction here. And I said, if this road is completed, for the next 10, 15 years, nobody will talk about road construction between Lokoja and Abuja. But see, this was a road that ought to have been done some 20 years ago. Are you aware that there was a time when we go to London, we don't take the dollar. My first visit to London, it was Naira they were asking me for. The Naira was so powerful. People destroyed Nigeria economy. Ashiwaju is trying to rebuild the economy of Nigeria. Last year was tougher. This year is better. Next year will be better.
In a keynote address, the representative of the governor, Usman Ododo, urged members to take the advantage of the exercise to obtain digital membership cards for easy identification.
Please, don't be an analog member. I am a digital member of APC. Digital member. All these other people bragging PDP, ADC, SDP, tell them where's the digital membership. Then you show them your own digital membership.
The APC's e-registration initiative in Kogi State represents a concerted effort to modernize its internal processes, foster greater accountability, and build a stronger, more representative party structure. The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, says the NYSC orientation course must be reformed to reflect modern realities and produce more impactful national service. He made the remarks in Jos at the opening of the 2026 Batch A pre-orientation workshop. Our correspondent Percy Dabang reports.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, arrives in company of top management staff, state coordinators, and camp commandants for the workshop organized to brainstorm on ways to create a more impactful service. It comes days after the scheme's annual management conference. Ahead of deliberations, the NYSC DG emphasizes that the orientation course remains central to nation-building efforts and must reflect the scheme's core values.
The bedrock of the entire NYSC service here. It is where service begins, character is forged, and citizenship is affirmed. As such, it must continuously evolve to reflect national realities, global best practices, and the changing dynamics of youth behavior. The orientation course must be reimagined to ensure relevance, quality, and measurable outcomes that enable core members to integrate seamlessly into host communities and transition to productive, impactful lives beyond national service.
The central theme of the workshop is revamping the NYSC orientation course experience as a foundation for impactful service by core members as part of reforms needed to match changing realities, improve security, and enhance training standards.
Our discussions will focus on innovative and future-oriented ideas to modernize the orientation program, while strongly national unity.
The event also provides a crucial platform to identify challenges and refine CAM operations ahead of the new service year.
The platform provides the top managers of the scheme and stakeholders to meet, review the conduct of the previous orientation exercise, identify operational challenges, strengthen interagency collaboration, and equally identify best practices with a view to preparing sustainable solutions that will enhance the conduct of the forthcoming and the future orientation exercise.
The 3-day workshop is expected to produce strategic recommendations for the 2026 Batch A orientation course across the country. Percy Dabang, Channels Television News.
And that's where we drop the anchor on this edition of Newsroom Series. I'm Dominic Iriwu. Enjoy the rest of your day.